Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Hertha Berlin Career Mode. Today is going to be a live commentary, and we are going to be doing the transfer window. So, unfortunately guys, we don't really have much money to play with, as you can see at the top. We've got £0 in the transfer budget and 40k on the wage, so we really are quite broke. Now, the only thing we can particularly do is sell some players. So instantly, like Sheba is someone that I just don't think we're going to use, so I wouldn't mind getting rid of him. Skillbred. He's someone that I wouldn't mind getting rid of because he's been injured for so long now and it's just frustrating me. And you know, that's the only way we're going to make money, unfortunately, here, which is frustrating because, you know, we need to bring in some players. And you'll see the shortlist here. It's looking optimistic. We've got Hertha Berlin, Shah, Lovren, Veltman, Bell and Taski for the defensive options. And then we've got Delft, Tolisso, Vilhena, Classy, Kasami for the midfield option. So I'm looking to bring in a centre back and a central midfielder. I don't know how easy that's going to be to do with a very small wage budget indeed. Instantly, I really want to get Fabian Schär on a contract expiry, but he costs a lot, so we'd have to sell someone first to be able to do that. So instantly, I'm just going to move on. No, we're going to try and bring someone in. That's going to be the plan today. So out with the defenders, I don't really know who I like the look of. I think, judging by age, Veltman will be the instant option. And what we'll do here is probably just offer up, Sheba in a deal and just see if they'll go for it, which I don't think they will, but it's worth the attempt anyway. We've also got on here Bell, who is German, so he'd be someone that I'd be interested in mainly for the German link into the team. And again, we'll just offer up Sheba and just see if people want him, because we aren't going to afford too much, So this is the reason I haven't asked you guys for suggestions, or I won't be taking any of them on board, just particularly today, just because it's going to be expensive. Tolisso is the main guy I want in the midfield, but again, I mean, it depends if they want this guy. If they want Sheba, then we can, come to some sort of arrangement, I guess. Vilhena as well. I mean, I'm going to offer up Skillbred for him. It's just really difficult because until next season, we're not really going to have much money to be playing with, which is kind of frustrating, but I don't want to just get a financial takeover straight away. I might consider it next season if you guys are on board for that, but we haven't got a game this month. We've got one right at the end, so this episode will be just transfer stuff. And Jarstein, 7 million. Oh my god, we can counter offer for a sum between, I don't know if that would be possible, but I mean 16 million, I would take 16 million for Jarstein. He's someone that I hate. You guys know how much I dislike the goalkeeper. He's been so bad for us, and it means we could bring in a new goalkeeper. So I would be completely down for getting rid of Jarstein, especially if it's going to be for some big cash. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. But they've 9.3. I would want at least, let's say 13.5 mil. So we could bring in other players. So I'd be really happy to get rid of him for that. I didn't expect that to happen. They've come in with that. I mean, again, he's going to be worth at least, I want more than 13 mil for him, ideally. He's only worth 2.8, but he's apparently been in good form. We're not interested in the player. Okay. So this is going to be the problem straight away. We don't have the money to really play with unless we can sell on a player for good money. Which I'm hoping we can. It'd be nice to better. I can't really sort out wages right now until a transfer goes through. Accepted. So that's actually somewhat of a start. We actually should better bring in 2 players straight off the bat, which is 6 million. Oh god, they've received a bid. So Vilhena, I definitely want to get actually. I would really be happy with him. So we'll offer him up a contract anyway. He's only going to cost 20k as well, which is really, really nice indeed. Hopefully he'll want to come over to Hertha Berlin. It'd be a really nice signing for us. Bell as well. Obviously we're not going to afford both these players straight away, but I would be happy to bring them into the team. Ajax, again, we don't really want to go for that because we just don't have the money particularly. And I do want at least 13 million for Jarstein because we'd have to bring in a new goalkeeper anyway. We got a offer for this guy. He can go out on loan. That's absolutely fine. Gives us somewhat more on the wage budget as well, which is nice. Jarstein 6. Again, I want at least, at minimum 12 million. I really don't want to have to cheap out on him because we don't technically need to sell him. But if the chance comes in to sell him, then I will take it. Unacceptable. We're not interested in the player, so that is not going to be happening. More than we're willing to spend. No, I'll go 11. 11. I'll go 11 mil. They can have him for 11 because it means we could bring in a new goalkeeper, which I would be happy to do if it comes down to it. We've got some players here. I'm actually going to go and set up a scout network for a goalkeeper because if Jarstein does go, we'll need a new goalkeeper due to Thomas Kraft still being out on injury. So we want like 13 quality and we want tall as well, and like any age really, not really a bother. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit tough to sign a goalkeeper because I don't really know who to go for. But we've actually made our first signing in Bell, which is fantastic. So that's really pleasing to get like finally a player into the team. We've actually managed to be able to sign one player at least, which is good. So he can now replace Heiting permanently. And I think for now he can replace Tonelli because Tonelli is really not doing very well. So we'll leave the team just like that for now anyway. What I love about the Bundesliga is we can just go through the transfer window without having to play any games, which is fantastic because it's always a kind of a downside having to stop for games or sim them. And Tony Vilhena has accepted his contract, so he's going to be coming into the team as well, which is fantastic. And we've made some money on the wages there as well, which is good. So that is another new addition to the team. We are making some pretty serious cash right now, which is good. Vilhena only a 73, but he does grow, and he's just got such a nice set of stats. So I definitely think he's worth bringing in, and he can sit there instead of the replacement for Skillbread, who was obviously out on injury. And Kalu's gone up to an 80, yay, that's the first player in the team to hit an 80, which is fantastic. And let's hope, guys, we can get that offer back for Jarstein and make some money on him, because I really would like to sell him now. And 6 million is not going to cut it. Like, for a new goalkeeper, we want to be spending at least, 10 million, which would be a reasonable amount to, say the least anyway. And they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it. Lustenberger is back, which is good. He'll be back in time anyway for the game at the end of the month, so he can go there. Team's looking nice. As I said, I just want a new goalkeeper. Kraft is obviously coming back, but Jarstein is someone that I'm really not interested in using at all this season, to be honest. Sorry about that, guys. I love it when someone comes upstairs and I'm recording. My little brother purposely slams the fucking door, the absolute twat. But 10 million. I'm just going to do that. 11 million. I will sell him for 11. I'm more than happy to sell him. I mean, they have a bit of money, so maybe we can do 16 with them. It would be nice to bring in a new goalkeeper, and we're getting so many offers in for him right now. He is a popular player to be bringing in by the looks of it, and oh my god, look at all these offers. As I said, I'll sell him for 11 million. If you don't want to pay 11 million for him, you can get fucked, mate, because he's an alright goalkeeper at times, So we've got some options here to sign. Mignolet. I mean, I would like to sign a good goalkeeper. Mignolet could be someone, I just think he'd be a bit aged to play with, Can you imagine playing with Simon frickin' Mignolet, of all players? It would be just an absolute bloody nightmare, wouldn't it? I'd love to bring someone like Leno into the team, but I know he goes for a lot, so not worth that much. More than we... Holy fucking shit! Yes! 15 million! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go, boys! Let's go, please! Please! Oh! Napoli are offering some big monies right now. We can make some serious cash right now, guys. This is insane. I genuinely didn't expect this to happen. Wow. So Jarstein clearly is a very popular player. Oh shit, they've gone ahead with it. No! Please, please, can Bayer Leverkusen beat him to it? Please. They offered 15 frickin' million. They've matched it! They've matched 20 million. I guarantee he'll go to the blinking Moskov. No. Oh, please. Don't do this to me, game. We'll accept that. Don't, please. No, 20 million. I would literally be so happy with 20 million pounds for Jarstein. Imagine the freaking scenes, guys. Please, come on, game. I know what will happen. I already can just tell. I'll be shocked. Who's he gone to? Who's he gone to? Fuck! He's gone to Moskov. That's annoying because we could have got an extra 9 million for him, but that's FIFA for you, boys. I think we'll keep Heitinga for now because otherwise we're going to run out of players. We need to look for a new goalkeeper. I don't really know who to go for 10 mil. It's not a lot of money, is it, to be honest? I mean... that is probably what we want to go with. So we've got 10 million to get a goalkeeper with, which, to be honest, isn't hugely incredible, is it? Tim Krul, he'd be a fantastic addition, you know. I wouldn't actually mind getting Tim Krul. He's a very good goalkeeper nevertheless, so maybe 7 million. That's a real shame because we could have brought in a really nice goalkeeper for £20 million. Norberto Nato, he was someone that we used at should we? We could get Nato on a pre-contract. We obviously used him in the Fiorentina series. He wasn't too bad. He ends up being worth a lot as well. That is tempting. I mean, obviously the player I really want to get, guys, more than anything, is Fabian Schär. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully he's still got the option there. He has indeed. I really want Schär. He grows to like a really good potential, so it'd be great to have him in the team. But I mean, a goalkeeper is the main priority right now, and any leftover money we'll obviously put into that. But yeah, it's been a good episode so far. The only kind of annoying thing is obviously we lost out on like 9 million, which to be honest is a considerable amount for us anyway. And he's accepted, so we're going to just accept him right up into the team. Schär is coming in at the end of the season, which is a really good deal. I know everyone does it, but it's for good reason. And Tim Krul, bro, like, I'm not paying you that much. 8 million. 8 million's a fair valuation of Tim Krul, I think. He's a good keeper, but I don't want to overpay for him. You know, I don't want to be paying like all my money just onto Tim Krul. Marchetti, he's a bit of an older keeper, but I mean he's still class, and older keepers still do really well in this game. So it is tempting to, you know, offer up maybe like 6.5 million. You know, I wouldn't mind bringing in an older goalkeeper because they do still grow and they can be pretty incredible. But yeah, we are nearing the game actually. So the game I think is on at the 29th for the 30th. Lazio have accepted. I personally would rather Marchetti, I think, just for personal reasons. He'd be cheaper and he's probably going to grow a little bit because he is an older keeper. If you guys have obviously played FIFA 15, the way that it works now is kind of older players do actually grow, especially if they're goalkeepers. They hit their peak when they're older, so I wouldn't actually mind bringing in Marchetti, and hopefully he'll accept. Tim Krul's obviously accepted as well, so we'll offer him a contract, but Marchetti's cheaper, and he'd probably be better, so if Marchetti accepts, we're going to get Marchetti into the team. Hopefully he's a decent rating. I can't quite remember off the top of my head what rating he is at the moment in FIFA, so it could be a bit of a risk bringing him in. They both declined. You know, for this move suits you, well, how about an extra 5,000, that, and maybe that as well. So I really want Marchetti. He's a good player. Obviously, we're not the biggest club in the world, and it's the same with Krul. You know, he's basically just like, give me more money, bitch, and I'll sign. Which is fair enough. You know, if we can just bring in one of these goalkeepers, guys, it will be a successful window, and I'll be glad to do it in one episode as well, because it kind of makes it a lot easier. It makes the series flow. Oh my god, no. We'll offer him an extra. I'm actually going to just balls deep Marchetti because I really want him. I know it's a rip-off, and they've received a bid for Krul, so I'm not too bothered about Krul. I don't actually want Krul as much as I want Marchetti. He's still declining. Jesus. Like, if you're not going to accept a 15k wage increase, are you drunk, blood? And we need a goalkeeper as well. If we don't get a goalkeeper, we're actually in big trouble. Oh! He's declined again. Oh my god. This is actually filthy how much I'm going to have to offer Marchetti to get him into the team. Right. 100,000 final offer. If he does not accept this, I think I'll actually commit. You know, £30,000 extra. That's a rip-off for a team like us to be actually spending this much money to get a player into the team. But you've got to accept that. He's declined it.
Let's look ahead
What?
to the next round of fixtures in the German league.
The frick?
The league leaders, Bayern Munich, visit
110,000 Marchetti. Do you not understand how much money that is?
13th place, Hertha Bremen.
I'm actually done. I'm actually so done with this game. He's moved clubs as well. Shit. If he doesn't accept, guys, we've got a big deadline down our hands. He's finally accepted 110 frickin' £1,000 a week. 40k extra to get him in before he's shit. He's not. That's alright. Wow, that's actually frustrating. We've just spent so much money, but he is gonna he'll hopefully grow a little bit because he is an older keeper, which tends to be the way that this game works. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, if we could smash over 8 likes, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel. There is a button down below. It is completely free. And I'll speak to you guys in the next episode of the Hertha Berlin Career Mode very soon.